Man, it's the first time I was able to lay down in like hours, man. I'm tired as shit, but you know I'm gonna come on here. I've been working around the clock crazy, man. I still need to send out a bunch of emails and shit.
I ain't gonna keep you long. I'll keep you long, man. I guess first thing I
Nah,
would
you know.
say, I appreciate you keeping me busy, sir. You've been keeping me busy with this card. I've been interviewing a lot of people on the card from Soul Card to Be Magic to Pass to
Oh
Frack. You
man,
know.
you've been doing a great job, man. I really appreciate you,
Now
bro.
you have also, man. You have also. So the big announcement, man. You and Mr. Eazy, the block captain. How you feeling, man?
Good. Y'all didn't see that one coming, huh?
No, I didn't see that coming. No, because there was an opponent before that.
Yeah.
I won't disclose it because you told me on the low what it was, but I'm not like that. Would that battle happen still with that individual?
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. I think that's
I
dope.
had a couple of options that were amazing for this event. I was originally this event just kept on blowing out of fucking control and just it got big so fast, man. Like I just didn't know what to do anymore. And at one point, like I had to do what was just I don't know. Like I really could have taken another opponent, but I feel like this was the right one. You know what I mean? The timing right now, just
Mm.
I feel like I worked really hard on this event too, Letterman. Like
Yes.
I didn't even do this shit for myself. Like when I first set up this event, I had an opponent. The opponent that I had set up was somebody that I was trying to put on. He didn't have a big name. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
that's what it started as originally.
Wow.
And then like I just there was a point where I did think to myself, I was like, damn, this is the most fun event of all time, and I'm not gonna be part of it. Like I'm just gonna be watching, you know, and it just started
Later.
it started bothering me, you know what I mean? Like
Uh,
so I don't know, I felt like for a second I was just on some it's all good, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna have to accept it because the other shit was gonna fall through.
mm.
And then I feel like when this shit all started popping up, it kind of was like my reward for like putting in all this work, you know what I mean? And
Wow.
just because I'm always the person giving the person the look when I battle them,
Always, always.
you know what I mean? And it's like, and then what happens is Letterman, they go, "Oh, you wasn't as nice as you used to be in this," you know what I mean? And then I go, "No, but it's," and then they go, "Excuses, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit,
Bullshit.
bullshit." So I kind of feel like, you know what I mean? I just need that kind of battle where I'm gonna be motivated, feel like I'm getting something out of it. You know what I mean? I'm never getting shit. I feel like in a way the culture is like in a weird magical way between me and the universe and the culture and just my own spirituality. I feel like I'm being rewarded within this craft because I've stayed true to it. Such a good matchup because Easy's not gonna take any matchup right now. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I could even as legendary as I am and what I've done in the culture, and I've had bigger matchups than Easy before. But
You,
at
you
this
don't say
moment,
this. You don't say. You don't
but
say.
but but at this moment though, at this moment, for him to choose me in his path in his career, for him to take me, I really salute him for that, bro. Like because it's not many people that are gonna get to battle him. Like you know
Mm.
what I mean? Maybe
Right.
me and one or two other more people. I know he's gonna battle someone else. I'm obviously not gonna say that. It's
Of
probably
course.
out there.
Of
I don't
course.
care, but I know he's probably has another battle. Whether that's locked in or not, I don't know. But I know he probably has another battle. I just don't think after that he's gonna have like a bunch of battles. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so either.
I don't, and I just feel like
I think two more battles this you and somebody else, and that's it.
yeah, and I feel like in a way like this is meant to be like on some art form shit. There's also a lot of just magical shit about this with the nostalgia that people don't understand too. Like he's bringing something he's bringing a missing like he's bringing a presence there that we had at the Bay. Like we still have big names at the Bay. We have Big K on
Right.
there who's bringing a whole entire presence too, and Rex and Reed and but it's something about like I guess him being in controversy that makes it like Arsenal at its highest back then. When Arsenal came to the Bay, it was like such a big
Woo.
fucking deal, bro. Like you don't understand. When he first battled Awkwards, I was on the come up. Like I still
Aqueasy.
haven't. Yeah, that was the first big mega event that happened. I still didn't have a battle like that in my life. Keep
Right.
in mind, I'm still coming off the heels of Thesaurus, Ilmac, Reverse Live, and fucking and everybody knows.
Mm.
And like, so I'm working my way through the shit. You know what I mean? And that was a big deal back then. So I feel like it's that same type of presence. Like he's bringing something really special to the table. We can't ignore the fact that regardless of the negative shit that he's wrapped up in, this is an art form. This is hip hop, and we stay true to the essence. So like in a way, there is no. It's a positive too. He's bringing he's bringing excitement. You get what I'm saying? Like is what really we thrive off. We got to
Mm.
be excited. And whether people like him or not, they have to admit that they get excited when he's in a fucking title, when he's in a
Yes,
vlog, when he's in a he broke the records the other day for like the podcasting thing. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody had a podcast like that, you know what I mean?
mm. Wow.
So I think like, you know what I mean? And he's smart to take this battle from it. Like I can't I like when we spoke about it, I told him how I felt about it from a business standpoint. And like he really understood it because Easy has the chance to become more versatile and show like he has different assets to his shit and he can't be put inside of a little box. You know, coming out here to the West is something a lot of legends from the East Coast didn't do. Them coming out as a Philly like presence to him and Reed, like all of this circles into each other. You know what I mean? There's something really powerful about this that's gonna start something new. Like we're we're eventually gonna be coming out there and they're gonna be coming back here and this is how you start bridges. This is what happened with me and Assassino. And you know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. Like it happened with the East Coast back when I battled Swave. Like that,
Yeah,
it killed the tension off. There was mad tension before I battled Swave. They were doing the same shit. Oh, we're gonna kill
that's
you when
when
you
shit
come
was
to New
real.
York. We're gonna kill you when you come to New York and all the shit. And it was just like crazy as fuck. We went out there, did it. It was incredible. Like that shit kind of just made the whole thing like more unified, really, because that's what it is. Battle rap, like really, like it's like a school. It's like a schoolyard full of like bullies and shit, and all they got to do is fight each other to be cool with each other after. You know what I mean? Like we just
Yeah,
once we fight each other, we're like, oh man, it's not that crazy. You know what I mean? It's like real fighting because
right.
like you know those early days would you have to squab like and you just fighting and shit. You feel like it's really beef like that, and then you realize like, damn, this is my homie. Like I just threw hands with him. We're about to go smoke one, and it's the same shit with battle rap. Like you'll see that it's in common with a lot of these battles. They finished it. Some of them are not cool, but most battlers they finish their battle and they're like, let's go grab a beer, or you'll see them together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really what it's about. I feel like
Mm.
at the end of the day, we bringing back that excitement and magic to the shit. All these matchups are crazy. Like I know, me and Easy's the topic of convo right now, but man, am I proud of these matchups, bro? And some of these
Wow.
shit like O Solo and ATM battle, and like even bringing O Solo and ATM back is such a retarded situation. Especially bringing back Frank Stacks, bringing back fucking Dirtbag Dan.
Direct Dan, Soul Khan, Pass, like I
Caustic,
said.
but like some of these guys, you got to measure in years how long they haven't been back. Some of them have been back like recently. Some of them haven't, bro. Like some of them, it's been a minute for them, bro. Dirtbag, bro. We haven't had Dirtbag Dan battle since he battled DNA, bro. That was like
Jesus
2013
Christ.
or 14 or some shit, bro.
Mm.
He,
Was it hard to get Dan? Was it hard to Dan? Was it
nah,
hard for
man.
Dan to
Dan,
say yes
Dan,
out to it?
Dan. Shouts out to Dirtbag Dan, man, and Adopt My Block, bro. We're gonna
Mm.
we're gonna be doing a special thing for him. Like we're doing a donation. He's running a dog rescue mission. He's battling to save dogs and to be with us. Like he wasn't like he's not on no fucking monetary shit, bro. Dirtbag is incredible, bro. Like the fact that we were able to get him back, and I just feel like I'm I expected so much like I expected so much pushback from certain people and I didn't get it. People like him and Dumbfounded. There's more names, but Dirtbag was just I thought we were gonna have to like really do some move the mountains shit to get this guy like even fucking remotely interested. You know what I mean? Because you got to keep in mind I have a relationship with all these guys. People are wondering how I was able to book this whole card. A lot of these guys, I've been talking to them for a long time, bro. I'm not just calling them right now to use them for an event. They know I fucking care about them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like in Dirtbag, me and him been talking forever about just reestablishing his legacy. Like before even GTX came back, I was telling him like when I come back one day, and I always stayed in his ear, and he always was like, "Nah," you know what I mean? But he knows and he sees it now, and it's just he's still Dirtbag dead. You know what I mean? It came back out, and it's crazy. It's like Man, I'm really excited about this shit, man. I don't know how motherfuckers feel, but I'm like, I'm gonna feel like I'm in Disneyland during this event.
Well, people are saying card of the year. Are you hearing those kind of conversations? Because I've been seeing it on the
I've
timeline.
heard that and card of the decade. That's what I've heard. Like I put up a voting poll, and like 20% of the people said card of the decade. You know what I mean?
That's wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro, it's a fucking insane fucking card. It's hard to top this card. Now, obviously, like Summer Madnesses are huge as fuck, and the old Battle of the
Mhm.
Bays, and those are classic cards because they happen too. You can't really gauge the shit because content is everything, right? This event could happen. 70% of these guys could suck, and it won't be like we imagine it to be. But I don't believe that. I truly believe a good ratio. Like I'm being like super realistic too, even though it's high, is we're gonna have a 95% success rate.
Wow, Diz.
Yeah,
A lot
like
of pressure.
with the
There's a lot of pressure
battlers
on the writing and everybody, Diz,
with
though.
the battlers performing. Yeah, like I think it's gonna be a 95%. So there's always marginal error. There's room for error. So but that 5% is gonna be very minuscule if you think about like just it's 30 battles happening, or it's actually like 28 or 30 battles
Mhm.
happening. We're not completely sure because there's still just a couple of kinks to work out. But it's gonna be 64 battlers there for all 3 days.
3 days,
Day
right?
zero. We're announcing day zero that has 10 battles on it. So that's 20 battlers that we're gonna be, you know, also putting on that didn't get a chance to land on that card. And it has also return grind time fucking guys. And it got like newer crazy dudes and just like, yeah, but we got some special now. That day zero thing got a couple of special motherfuckers on there and some like crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like
Did you
it
make?
has day zero has at least 5 battlers on it that should be on the fucking main card if you think of it in that aspect, but it's not. It's going to be just all crazy. And the good part about day zero is it's live streaming for free. So that first day, everybody on the anniversary of hip hop, we're definitely not going to be charging on the anniversary of hip hop. So on the 50th anniversary of hip hop, that August 11th, we're definitely throwing that shit free for the fucking people.
Okay.
So everyone could get in the spirit of the event, and it's going to be the precursor into it, and it's just part of the event. It's at the same venue. We're not doing it at another place. It's not downgraded in any way. It's just a powerful another version of it, of these two cards. You know what I mean? It's not as crazy with the names, but it's the same version of the card with the same type of shit. Like it got like the same type of different diverse talent to it. It's like a mini card version of it. It's fucking incredible. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm really happy with it. Lush and Bree did an incredible job on that one. So
How excited are you for the writing process for this battle for this one?
I am, because I'm actually going to lay out some time for this. My last event, I didn't really get to do shit because I was preparing the whole time, and I had a real issue because I didn't want to do 3 rounds in my last battle, the one that I did with Next at the lot. But I
Okay.
did it to kind of like just save the event too. Like in my opinion, like it was that and Next wanting to like be run for champion of the year, and 1 round doesn't count. But I knew I didn't have the power to do it because I was running all the shit by myself, like with zero staff, like right. So this time, I not only have staff, but I'm actually gonna get more people involved. So that last week, I'm a lock
Mm.
in crazy. I'm not leaving no room to fuck this up. Like I'm just not gonna do that, bro. Like you know what I mean? I know what's at stake here. This is a
What's at
little bit
stake,
different
sir?
than
What's
me
legend,
battling at my
legend,
fucking.
legend? What's at stake here? Let me hear from a legend standpoint. God tier battle rapper. What's at stake here? You
Well,
done everything.
first of all, we're not battling in a backyard lot of mine like I just did. This is like it's not down the street from my house. We're going back to the mecca of the shit. We're encompassing 15 years of a fucking movement that sparked this entire shit.
Mm.
We're literally going to our most important event, and already on paper we have outdone BOTB5. So like
Mm.
that was our magnum opus for the whole entire grind time era, right? If you think
Mm.
about it, the entire grind time era was at its highest at BOTB5. You know what I mean? So we just leveled up on that. And we came back and leveled up on it. So the importance of this of not fucking up and having clean rounds, especially with 90 seconds, 2 minute cutoff, hard cutoff for me and Easy. So me and Easy gonna be a 2 minute hard cutoff. We don't need more than that. You don't need 3 minute rounds to say all this shit. You don't need. And
Right.
coming from me, bro, I could do 1 hour battles.
Yeah, you can rap for a long time, sir.
I don't like doing this type of shit, but I'm telling you what, it's actually good for me and him, bro. It is, because you're gonna get the best versions of us. You're not gonna get like, because if what I tend to do when battles are longer, I don't structure it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I don't practice it or structure it. It's just in my head. So I'll just start remembering it as I go along in long battles. So you get a sloppier version of me, like where my breathing is not correct or I stutter something, right? And that bothers people, right? So in something that's 90 seconds to 2 minutes, bro, it's moving so quick and you have to be so accurate and precise. And your breath control is way easier to grab because you don't have to go on one breath for 5 minutes. You're just doing it for 90 seconds. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So the power of the projection is there. The fan's attention span is absolutely it's unreplicable. Like you can't get this attention span. This is what curators in this art form don't understand yet. That the reason why they're losing reactions during the battles and the reason why they're getting whack fucking atmospheres is because fans actually are in the background tuning mad shit out, and they don't understand that sometimes when a guy goes for 5 minutes, they start tuning shit out and they're waiting for the round to end so they can hear a response. We don't want to trigger that type of fucking alarm in people's heads. They're not going to have time to do that. They're going to be literally trying to get every drop in, like, we trying to hear this. Like, it's going to end that quick and they're going to want it again. And it's going to be that, you know what I mean? And then the live pay-per-viewer, so not just that, but the people watching, but the live pay-per-viewers, not just the people in the building, the live pay-per-viewers, when they watch a guy go for 7-8 minutes, then the other guy goes for 7-8 minutes, then another guy goes for 10 minutes, then another guy's about to rap again, an hour is almost gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? People got shit to do. They wanted to watch like the main event. They're like out doing shit. Now they got to go to the store and grab more shit. Like, you know what I mean? People knocking on doors. They're walking away. They're getting into combos. They got to pick up phone calls. Like, they're doing that during your pay-per-view, and they're doing this at the events. People will take a smoke break during the battle that's long. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the people at the event are not going to get tired. The people watching pay-per-view going to have a constant rotation of fresh talent, so they're never going to get bored. It's going to be, in the way they're structured, all the battles, there's something different every battle. So, like, if you miss one and you don't like it, you're going to like the next one, and you might like the third one. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, so it's fast-paced, so they don't have to wait for that to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They wait 10, 15 minutes, and they get to watch something new instead of waiting an hour. Because the average battle today on pay-per-view takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Did you know that?
That's 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, for them to load it up and to the stage and the fucking, you know, the commercials running and all this shit, and then them rapping for 45 minutes. It usually goes to like an hour. I've already studied all this shit. That shit burned people out into an oblivion. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something. You put a stat on Twitter, and this is so interesting because I watched all these battles. 2011, right. You had DNA. 2012, Cannabis. 2013,
Right.
Looney. 2014, Cassidy. 2015, Created Arabic Battle Scene. 2016, Classic Ryan Solomon.
Well, hold on. Being Iron Solomon, I didn't put that in there. We were Battle of the Year, too. We were awarded Battle of the Year that year. We went viral in the Middle East. We went completely viral in the fucking Middle East. The shit was on thousands of different websites. It got a couple of milli off the YouTube off the bat, but it did, like, realistically, because we never count this. We're all like weird YouTube fucking fiends, so we don't really count views unless they're there. But the impact of me and Iron Solomon did about a total of like 20 to 30 million. So, like, that's what people don't understand. That's how big that battle is. That's how much, bro. There's nowhere in the Middle East where I could go where people don't know about the battle. How would it be possible for it to be less than that?
Yeah, wow,
bro. I went to Dubai. I was in the mall. People were running up on me. Look, it doesn't even fucking matter where you go out there. And people were running up on me when I was in Spain about that battle. They were talking to me about the Assassino battle and that battle. Like, it's just anywhere in Europe where there's a huge diaspora, if you want to say it like that, diaspora of Arab population. You know what I mean? you gonna find motherfuckers that are just like, oh shit, I know about that. Me and the whole family watched it. You know, not for nothing, man. I don't want to get too much into it, but the motherfuckers, man, they put that shit up on a crazy terrorist website, bro, and it got like
But
20
but,
million.
but you're on different levels then, my guy, because you're international, brother. Like you're an international battle rapper. You're not even your regular normal battle rapper, Diz.
Yeah, I'm kind of abnormal in that aspect that I'm all over the planet. I've touched damn near every continent, and I'm about to touch my fifth one. That's gonna leave only two open, and that's it. And then after that, I'll probably before I sign out, I'm gonna do all seven. But I don't know how I would do all seven because I'm pretty sure Antarctica is considered a continent. So
Did you see all this?
what?
Did you see all this happening for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been just me. Like I just kind of, it's always been my path, man. I grew up in Lebanon. Most of my school years were in Lebanon. I grew up in an international school, bro.
Mm,
So my classroom had Nigerians, Venezuelans,
mm,
UK people, people from the UK, people from Australia, people from Malaysia, people from, and there was people from Sri Lanka there. So I was exposed to all these different cultures, but you have to understand my classroom was like this. So I didn't have the upbringing that 99% of American battlers have, which is going to a school with Americans. You get what I'm
mm.
saying? And I
Right.
don't even have the upbringing that 99% of Lebanese people have, which is going to school with Lebanese people only. You know what I mean? My
Wow.
school was literally an international school. Like I was going to school, I was in American. It was called American system.
American
So
system.
American system, and there's Lebanese system or European system. That's like the
Mm,
same shit that they follow. And then there's the American system. You know what I mean? So the American system itself was basically the global international system. So then I'll go back to you why I'm able to like use British accents, and when I talk, I sound like them, and when I could sound like an Australian. It's not it's not just something that I learned from like pop culture and battle rap and just associating with these guys. It's something that I've had ingrained in me since I was a child, bro. I was exposed
wow.
to a British accent sitting next to me in class. Matter of fact, I kissed the bitch during spin the bottle once. You know what I mean? We were kids, man. I fucking kissed the British bitch, man. It was crazy. I didn't, and just for the record, I didn't want to do it, man. It was like I wanted it to land on the Bulgarian girl because she was the finest girl in our class. You know what I mean? So the Bulgarian girl, like we were playing, everyone was playing spin the bottle to land it on the fucking girl. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
on the Bulgarian one. You know what I mean? I got the British one with the long nose. She had the actual typical British face from the fucking cartoons
uh,
with the tooth sticking out in the nose. Man, they had me kiss that bitch, bro. But
wow.
that's probably how she transferred the accent into my soul after that, and that's why I sound like those fucks now whenever I want to.
Let me ask you this
You
question,
get
brother.
me, bro. You get me, bro.
Do you think Eazy is forced to change his style when he battles you?
Not style, no, because the Bay, like again, is it's a little different than anywhere else. Our style, like the 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 universal style that we did, broke off into so many different sections that it became different identities to it, like where people think that that's how it is because it's like that in other places that are similar. But in the Bay, they like that fucking raw shit too. Like they want to hear street shit. Like guys like Reed, they're there to hear him go Rambo Reed. They're not
Mm,
there to hear him do multi syllables or none of that. I promise you. Rex, same shit with Rex. They want him to throw his hat down, spin around, and start saying crazy ass shit.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what they want. So, but what he does need to do is he definitely needs to step his pen game up. That's what the fuck he needs to do. And he's a good writer, but he still needs to do better. Like now that we're battling, I could use some critique on him because I'm not going to do that unless we're battling. But he has a lot of shit how he words it. Like it will not work. Like he had some shit where he's like laser to your skin, like removing ink tats. Like that shit's not going to work. Like I promise you, they like gun bars, but I'm saying like it has to be different. And
Can you, Diz?
can you still hear me? My
You
bad.
good, you good now. You good, you good, you good, you good.
I keep getting calls. It's all about how he writes, and he just knows that he's dealing with somebody that, even though like people don't seem to like on the usual say that I'm a pen type of guy. I am, and I'll kill anybody's fucking pen off. Like, I don't know what the fuck people are talking about when they say pen game to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. There's very few
They
people
say quantum physics, JDC,
but that's different
Killer.
type of writing to us. Like, you have to understand, it is. I can't write like quantum, but it's like
A phone call here. Okay. Let's see if he comes back. You good, this.
Hold on, I think it came back. There you go.
You good.
So the level I'm talking about that we're battling on, like, I, I I'm very rarely impressed by anything less than when Thesaurus is in rare form, when Pat stays in rare form. Like, it's a level of writing that I'm looking for that's completely different from that. You know what I mean? And that's good for what it is, bro. That dimension is good for what it is, but it's something about, I don't know how to explain it. It's the humor, the wit, and connecting everything together and rhyming what you're trying to say instead of constantly breaking your train of thought to fit shit into situations that are not it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have a cohesive manner of your attack and how everything comes together. Look at how Thesaurus writes. Even though it's not the most popular thing, and someone will be like, "Oh yeah, this guy could outpen him." They can't. It's just people are not paying attention to what's actually difficult to write, and they're missing a lot of shit. They think that they hear everything, but they don't. Like, I could really take lots of my bars and do a live with you, and we could have people come on here. We could do this as an experiment, and I'll prove to you how 90% of the people on here have never caught any of my shit, anything.
I'm not
Period.
surprised with your material. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Bro, period. Like, my first round versus Cassidy destroyed anything he could have
In the
possibly ever said.
garage, or are we talking on stage?
Yeah, in the garage
In the
and
garage.
on stage, I murdered him. But I'm
Yes,
talking
yeah,
about
you
when
know
we
that.
got into the garage, even that first round, I fucking destroyed him the first round. If people want to say it was a 2-1 Cassidy because he took the other two, that's cool. My other two rounds kind of sucked. But I'm trying to say is my first round, the writing in my first round, he could never write some shit like that in his life. Go back and break down all that shit, the bar mitzvah glass, jawbreaker, fucking the whole large trade like a bar waiter, the whole thing, the Kameha, Ameha, the guitar player, the John Mayer shit, and it just kept on going forever. And everything was like rhyming for a reason. And I was saying
Your
it to him like the
wordplay is out
NASCAR
of here,
racer,
son. Your wordplay is crazy.
but like the NASCAR racer and crashing in the cage and all the shit about him flipping the car over and like everything is, it sounds like it's irrelevant, but it's not. Everything is relevant. And that's how I write. I write in a way you have to really be fucking paying attention. You have to put yourself in my shoes and the other person's shoes to understand what's going on. On this surface of it, you're never really going to catch everything I'm saying because there's an element of it of where I'm battling the person personally and I don't give a fuck if people don't get it. He needs to get it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what people miss. I know the motherfuckers are hearing because they know why I'm saying this shit.
So are you saying, sir, that you cannot go down 0-2 versus Philly?
0-2. And I really don't consider my battle with Cassidy a loss. I know people will always think that, but I don't
I
consider
love
it a
you, my
loss for
dude.
multiple reasons. Yeah, I don't because it wasn't like because the first battle didn't happen and that was a remake in the morning just to like save his shit. You know what I mean? Like because he couldn't perform the first night, so the second morning was just to save face. You know what I mean? So I don't care what. Like I won the first one, I lost the second one, so now I'm even. Like I don't see it like
Dude,
that.
we can't do
I
that,
don't
dude.
like people. Yeah, we can because people try to cancel that battle happened, but that round happened. So I bodied him the night before. You can't just be like that didn't happen. He spit his round.
Right.
I spit my round. I bodied him. He got booed for his fucking round because he couldn't actually perform in front of the people. So he had to perform in front of his friends in the garage. So like, regardless of what I'm trying to say is, it was a win-win for both of us to me. Like, yeah, people were talking shit saying I got bodied after it, but bro, I popped after it. It wasn't like you got to look at it like this. You know how I see it? To lose a battle for real, you have to lose stock and you have to lose power after the battle. Things don't become better for you when you lose a fucking battle. When you lose a battle for real. So that was just me not performing as good as I should have, and I didn't execute it right. And it is what it is. I don't look at it as a loss. I understand how people do, and I'm not saying, oh yeah, I won that battle. I want you to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't feel like it's a loss. I
Okay.
feel like it is what it was a messy situation. It never was a fucking clean full battle. You know what I mean?
What do you say to the people that say Eazy is using Dizaster to neutralize what his next opponent would say? Because some people say, as dope as Dizaster is, he's not really angle heavy, and all the information that he has, is he going to be able to utilize that in this battle? You say what to that, sir?
I mean, there is an element that people understand about me. Like even though like I used to when I was younger, I used to be way more predictable. I'm not anymore. So and I don't like being like that. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not going to be predictable. But like obviously it's battle rap, so there's going to be things that I say that are predictable, right? But I don't believe he's going to, if that's his plan, if that's really his plan, which I don't think that's what this is. He just took the battle because it is what it is. But if that was really his plan, what was I trying to say? I don't know. I completely forgot.
By neutralizing,
Bruh,
you know,
I just
his
like,
next opponent.
yeah. If that was his plan to neutralize it, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work quite as good as he thinks because I'm not going. It's not like I'm coming there to use up all the angles for the next guy. Oh yeah, let me hand you a fucking silver platter of what I'm gonna say to you, Eazy. Like here, you know what? That's the fucking problem. He's probably used to battle. This is why he has a fucking problem with me. You just fucking pinpointed it right now. He's stuck in a talent pool of guys that are so fucking transparent and fucking no strategy. They're out online telling you the angle. Like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna expose you for your mother. Yo, like it's just all already out there, and they already know what the angle is. It's like I don't. Yeah, I can't do that because I come from the rebuttal world. If you even tell somebody how you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like you're already giving away ammo. Now I know he's not a rebuttaler, but for me, like if somebody was to show me what they were gonna do, they're fucked. They're
Right.
absolutely fucked. And the chances are I'm gonna figure it out anyway. So you better keep your mouth shut because I'm smart enough to figure it out. That's, by the way, that's what makes me a great rebuttaler and one of the best that's ever done it. Is not just because I could just come up with shit on the spot. What makes you a great fucking improviser and a freestyler and a rebuttaler is how ready you are for anything. Also, you understand that? Is your defense, your foresight of what you think the motherfucker might say, and so you're already ready for that. That's still freestyling. That's still rebuttal power. Just because you didn't come up with it on the spot doesn't mean anything. It's part of the defense mechanism. So to me, like you even giving away remotely what you're going to say, now I'm subconsciously ready. And even though I'm not consciously have a punchline for you, when the shit happens, it's going to come out of nowhere and it's going to be better than it would be randomly. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying? So, yeah, I don't know about that.
I saw a fan
I
tweet
don't know
you
about that.
saying, or Eazy, that this is a lineup. Like I didn't understand that conversations that you're like, don't
What?
go Eazy. When somebody tweeted you about this is a lineup, Eazy, don't go to California, some bullshit.
Oh yeah,
What
we
the
was
hell was that?
yo. You see what happens to superstars out in Cali? I think that's just fucking delusional
That's
fans, bro. Like
that's
yo,
ignorant.
to
That's
be real
ignorant.
with you, I'm not even gonna disrespect that fan like that because you know what? We put out so much shit out there in our battles that we have
Okay.
crazy perceptions to the world.
Okay.
This fan is somebody who's like watched me like in math and seen like some other shit, or it's somebody that would just like is a Biggie fan and like they're just they have some kind of psychosis where they perceive this situation like this. They don't understand that I'm a professional. And first of all, I'm not battling Eazy on a random fucking league. I'm booking him. He's my fucking act. It's it's in my best interest that not even a fucking fly lands on him. You get what I'm saying? Like
Talk
I
that
can't even let a
bullshit. Talk that
mosquito bite
bullshit.
the motherfucker. You know what I mean? I can't even let a mosquito bite the motherfucker while he's there. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. It's that way for all the battlers. Like I was gonna fly out, but is too terrified to come fuck with me because he thinks it's a setup. But the thing is, if I brought and somebody actually bothered him, I would rip their head off them. Like
Right.
if I brought down here to actually do some legendary shit for us, and he actually put his balls on the line and did that for me, like and came out here and really held it down for everyone, and somebody tried to be like, yo, blah, 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 I would slap fire out of him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even, I wouldn't even let shit happen. But he doesn't get that. Like, you don't, whatever. That's a water under the bridge anyway.
Do you think Eazy understands that you have a whole coast that's backing you?
I I don't know how true that is, fool.
Oh, we're not doing that, Diz. We're not doing that.
We not doing that. Hey, yo, we not doing
We're
that.
not
It
doing
ain't
that.
this.
We're not doing
Listen,
that.
listen, Letterman.
Yeah.
Like the Bay. First of all, the Bay is like, yeah, they have a bias to the style, but to the person,
Mm-hmm.
personally, they don't even attach themselves to anybody. Like anybody, they'll let their own get bodied over there. That's the difference between our scene and the other scene, bro. We're fair. We let our own people get killed out here. You know what I mean? Because we know that we have to. It's part of the shit. We know that we
Right.
can't. We got to be fair. We don't want to get killed when we go there, but that's what happens anyways. We don't get the same love. The love that he's gonna get is gonna be different, bro. Regardless of how much support I have, Letterman, he's about to get more support than he's had in the last couple of battles. He's going to get more support than he did in New York versus Hitman. How
Really?
much do you want to bet? Yeah, bro. People are going to be
We will
going
revisit
crazy
that
that he's out here. This
conversation,
is
sir.
We will, bro. You'll see how hard they're going to fuck with him, bro. It's a once in a lifetime thing for him to come out there. They all know
Okay.
that.
Got you.
That I already seen people like because I've been like, bro, because I'm watching who's selling tickets and who's not, bro. And I already seen people, surprisingly, he's probably one of the only out-of-towners that has had several people. I've seen like a couple of like comments of people like, yo, I'm in the Bay. I'm coming to that to see you. Like, so that to me is a ticket sale from him, not from the rest of the card. You know what I mean? So like,
Got you.
I know already he has people out there that fuck with him. So he's not going to be.
And you got two Philly dudes on the card. You got Reed. You got Eazy. So it's like,
Yeah, and we love Philly. We
right.
really do. Like they're gonna see like their style. We like that shit out here. We really do. And like Reed is so legendary that like him being there too, the presence of both of them there, the young and the older generation. Like we got both. We got the OG and the BG in there, bro. Like that's it. Like that's all you need right there. You know what I mean? Even though we wanted to get Bill Collector on the card and we almost came close to booking him an amazing fucking battle, and I can't even say who the guy is because if it still possibly happens, I'm gonna set it up. Still got like 5 weeks.
How much is the pay-per-view?
$50 for 2 days.
All
So
right,
it's
I like that.
$25 a day. The best battles you're gonna get plus day 0 for free. So you're getting 3 days for $50. Dog, you cannot lose this on this weekend. There's no other events happening on that weekend. You can't lose on that weekend, bro. Like that's it. That's what motherfuckers need to be tuning into. You know what I mean? Yeah, like we
Is
definitely
Organic in the
doing this for
building?
the people, man. Organic been super supportive of this shit, man.
Dope.
Most likely, yes. Most don't be surprised if you see him in the building. I'm not gonna say yes, and then he doesn't show up, and he looks like he flaked. But don't be surprised if you see Organic in the building because he's been really supportive of this shit, and I really appreciate that from him, man.
I saw you praising Mike P on Twitter at a time right
I
now when he's
saw
going
you
through a lot of
praising Mike
issues.
P.
Yeah.
You're so funny, man. You're a funny guy.
Well, why'd you do that though? That was sincere from you. I feel like that was very sincere.
I love Mike P, man. I think he's another dude that like would do really good
Yes.
in this realm. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be talking to URL about him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's definitely somebody that we want to work with. You know what I mean? I want to establish like a thing with URL where we'll get them like street rappers from out here. If we could take some of those guys, you know what I mean, and have them on our cards, like because we could build them a lot of dope ass street battlers out here that they don't have time to go scout and look at. You know what I mean? We could just send them their way. You know what I mean? Like URL style, not just street battlers, because we want the street battlers too. But I'm saying more of the URL style of battling, that style. You know what I mean? That actually the crowd loves over there. You know what I mean? That they feed off. We got a lot of guys out here who don't have an outlet, so I don't know, man. Maybe we could do it like fucking sports in the future. Do trade offs and shit like that. I'll trade you like I'll trade you 3 fucking J Dogs for 1 Mike P.
Do you care about streaks? Easy streak that's been talking about for the last couple of years. Are you paying attention to that? Where people say he might have lost a battle in how many years?
Oh,
Care about something like
that like either I'm gonna end his streak or he's gonna continue it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's another good thing that's there for me, man. I get to be in a position where I got something to prove myself. I think that's really good. The fact he has that helps me. Like the fact he hasn't lost is a real good thing for me because now I have something to prove. You know what I
He has
mean?
some
It's
debate. He
not
has some
just him.
debatables. I think some people think it's debatable. I would say, but he hasn't had a clear loss.
But
I
the
think.
fact nobody's clearly beat him, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right, right,
Um,
right.
so I think that's all really good shit that factors into just the excitement of it. I'm gonna lose my mind in this battle. So you
Okay.
guys do what you got to do because I'm gonna try my hardest to just zone out on this and just I'm gonna get back to like just the essence of the shit, having fun too, and just like man, just really entertaining people, and we're gonna make this a fucking classic battle, man. I think it's gonna be as big as I'm imagining it in my head. And in the beginning, I didn't see it like that, but I do now. I think this is gonna be one of the biggest battles we've had in our culture in a very
Wow.
long time. Very long time. It is.
And,
It already feels like it, but it's definitely going to be once it happens. It's going to be one of the biggest battles that have ever happened in our culture for sure. So
and I know you went on DNA show, and I know people saying online so it's 3 rounds, right? Let's clarify. I know you said on DNA show 3 rounds, right?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
All
with
right.
3 rounds.
All right. Well, legend.
All
Yeah.
the battles there's no one rounders on this card. All the battles are 3 rounds, 90-second rounds, and then day zero is 60-second rounds. Same shit, 3 rounds, 60 seconds, just shorter on day zero because we only did that because we have less time for the venue on that day. So because we couldn't get it for longer than that. We had an issue with that. So we have enough time to make those fucking happen. You know what I mean?
Some battle rappers said in the spaces today that the time limit is in your favor.
That guy might be smart, man. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm very versatile, man. People really have a fucked up perception of me, Letterman. They don't understand, bro. Like, I could do damage in long rounds or short rounds. I just can't. I don't seem to do good in like mid rounds.
Not mid rounds. Okay, I got you. I got you.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean? Like, if I go short or I go long, I kill it. You know what I mean? But
Legend. I ain't gonna keep you too long, man. I appreciate what you're doing for the culture, man. What are we? A couple months, a month away, right? Good. What? A month
like
away, right?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. All right, my brother.
Yeah,
I
we got
appreciate
five
you. I know you're
weeks
doing
in
the
the
rounds,
tank.
man. I appreciate you, man.
I'm about to take my ass to bed at least for like an hour.
Handle your business, man. Peace and love, this.
My guy.
My guy.